Brent, what will you keep your eye on in that matchup?
Well, Kevin, you're pointing out the guard play, so this is when they have a chance to go one-on-one. Which of these tandems can stand out against the other? Tons of pick and roll, tons of creativity, and we'll see which of these guys can pair off tonight to win this contest.
And the Clippers starting five. We'll see Powell and Leonard playing the forward spots. Harden out there with Chris Dunn. And it's Zubac in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. Now, here is Harden, following the miss by Anthony Davis. Pass to Leonard. Now here's Powell. Shot clock at 6. Here's Zubac. Uses the glass to finish the layup. Zubac has got the game going with his first points of the game for the Clippers. Harden against Irving. Now Thompson. It's up a 3. Comes out of the gate empty. He's 0 for 1. About 1 minute into the first quarter. Well, we know, GA, the Mavs are so adept at hunting the matchups they want. They're patient and methodical.
Yeah, they never look like they're in a rush, right? Even when you send a double or trap the ball, the Mavs stay calm and know where to go. It's what makes slowing down their pick and roll so difficult.
Now, here's Gafford. Good for the basket. Starting off 1 for 1 with that shot.
Nice job getting inside for the layup. Got the deep thinking jump shot. Gave a little pump fake and then off to the races.
And Zubac has proven that, Brent, there's still a place in the league for old school center.
Well, I think he plays, Kevin, with a combination of talent around him that allows him to situate himself right where he needs to be. Impactful around the basket, a huge rebounding presence, a guy that brings some physicality, and he's been in a perfect slot to show why it is he's such a valuable NBA player.
They grab their own miss. Thompson from long range. And so it's Harden bringing it up for the Los Angeles Clippers. Pass to Zubac. Over Davis. Zubac, that's good. Zubac has got 7.
You know, Zubac really does have good hands and a soft touch near the basket.
Davis with a screen on down. The shot by Thompson, no good. For Los Angeles, they've gotten their first 3 shots to go in for them to start off this game. Harden bounce pass. Here's Zubac. And the dunk by Zubac.
And right now, they're just focused on putting together good possessions.
Yeah, that's exactly how they got the lead. They ended up having multiple possessions in a row with good quality shots, knocked them down, and the game is fully in their control.
Right now, let's send it over to the sidelines and get a report from David Aldridge.
Well, I briefly spoke with Jason Kidd. Now, I asked him how they plan to limit the effectiveness of Kawhi Leonard. Coach said the thing with Kawhi is that even if you're able to slow him down offensively, you can find a way to impact the game with his defense. He's one of the best two-way players the game has ever seen. So they won't have a moment's rest tonight, Kevin.
Thank you, David. Irving can't hit. And so it's Leonard with it. They'll bring it up for the Los Angeles Clippers. 6-point game. And that's out of bounds. It was last touched by Gafford.
A split second late, but almost came up with a steal there.
Real close, and I'm sure next time you might time that a little bit better and get a hand on it.
Dinwiddie's checked in for the Mavericks. And a switch here also for the Clippers. Jones is checked in.
At this point, I don't know what you can do to slow this team down.
Well, nothing that they're doing seems to be making an impact. And there are some nights where you just run out of options, whether it's by personnel or by tactic.
Now, here is Harden. Still yet to score. And stolen by Thompson. And here we go with Thompson running it up the court. Dinwiddie wide open. That's in, coming off the assist from Thompson.
Not a consistent three-point shooter, but Dinwiddie can get hot, so you can't just let him fire at will.
To the inside. And the dunk by Zubac.
Just can make it so much easier for your teammate when you throw that lead pass that gets to him right on the money, whether that's on the run or in the shooting pocket.
Now, here's Washington. Kicks it out to Dinwiddie. A shot by Thompson, and no one's around. Off target from outside.
I'm not sure how he finds himself in so much space there. He's kicking himself for whiffing a bit on that one.
And with it, defended by Dinwiddie. Harden the pass to Leonard. The jump hook, and Zubac puts it in. Zubac has got 17 now.
One of those nights where Zubac's extremely active on the offensive end.
The three from Davis. It's hauled in by Los Angeles. Harden kicks to Zubac. Kicks it out to Harden. Pass to Leonard. And too much time in the lane. They get called for the 3-second violation.
Substitution on the court.
Irving from long range. And the last shot before the buzzer is off. What a performance for Ivica Zubac. He's been the story. And if you're just tuning in, we've got a wide margin on the scoreboard, but plenty of time left for a comeback. And a chance to catch up on some numbers here. Scoring breakdown for Los Angeles.
And so far, they've been getting it done down in the post, outsmarting and outworking the defense to get their baskets.
Well, I want to add also the damage that has been done on the inside. A lot of rubble in there, but they're continuing to go right at the defense.
So with Davis sitting on the bench, here's the 5 for Jason Kidd right now. Kyrie Irving is out there with Spencer Dinwiddie. Then it's Derek Lively. Then there's Christie. And it's Marshall in at the 4 slot.
Nice movement on the screen and roll. Zubac's good at angling his body in those sets.
Here's Lively. And finished off by Lively.
Oh, and one little pump fake, and he had all the time he needed to go hard to the rack.
It's one of the most reliable moves you can make, GA. So pretty when it works. Now, here's Zubac. It's tipped. Here's Christie. That falls. Nice feed that time from Dinwiddie. Christie's got his first 3 points of the game. Pass to Zubac. Shoots over Lively. Zubac no good.
Well, that's a shot they want just about on every possession if they can get it. He doesn't make them all, but still very much a high percentage look.
And on an open look like that, he's very gifted at making the weak coverage pay.
Marshall with the steal. And it's the Mavericks on the break. And finished off by Lively.
And made possible by a heads-up play defensively at the other end.
And now the latest from our reporter, David Aldridge.
Kevin, thanks. The Mavericks at last season's trade deadline added length by acquiring Daniel Gafford and P.J. Washington. Coach Jason Kidd says they help on both ends. Gafford has the ability to roll, has great hands. P.J. can put the ball on the floor and guard 1 through 5. And then defensively, they both bring physicality. Kevin?
David, there is an argument to be made. That was one of the best trades at midseason this league has seen in a very long time. Catching up on the changes for Dallas. Daniel Gafford comes in for Derek Lively. It's Thompson in for Dinwiddie. And Brent, you hear some players now having their shooting motion analyzed with optical recognition. More data for the shot doctors.
Well, Kevin, information is one thing, but disseminating that information, being able to communicate that to a player is really where the rubber meets the road. How are you going to help him grow with that kind of analysis?
Irving can't hit.
And when you can't get anything to fall, it definitely gets in your head.
Especially if you're a player that doesn't get a lot of shot attempts, but otherwise the mindset is, I just got to get the next one to go. And you don't want to put that much pressure on yourself. for him, it's harder to miss that shot than it is to make that shot. I think he was anticipating a bit of a bump there.
Zubats in the post, defended by Christie. And that one is good from Zubats.
Yeah, in the paint, Zubats is going to get aggressive and not going to hold back. Put contact on him. He's going through you.
Here's Christie. Good, and the assist goes to Irving. Christie's got 5 now.
And I like how he draws the attention on the inside, and then the nice little kick out in rhythm for the jumper.
Greg, you love this topic more than anyone. When you think about the best ball handlers of all time, where does Kyrie Irving rank on your list?
Well, you know, I think, Kevin, he's at the very top. I've never seen anyone else pull off some of the things he does. Certainly makes a strong case for the best ever.
Now, here is Irving. He has yet to score.
Not sure why he keeps trying his luck from deep here. It's just not his night.
Out to the wing. Zubats in the post. Tries again. Kicks it out to Bogdanovich. And here we go with Thompson running it up the court. Got that bucket in no time at all.
One of the quickest releases in the game. Kyrie staying a step ahead.
Zubats finds Dunn. Zubats with the screen for Dunn. Rebounded by Gafford.
Yeah, and that was lining up to be a huge alley-oop, but they just couldn't quite connect.
Yeah, you can see when it's that close, players reacting. Oh, man, we just missed that one. Maybe they'll get another chance at it.
Clippers leading by 4. Pass to Zubats. Zubats with the screen for Dunn. And here is Zubats, covered by Gafford. A deep 3 from Irving. And that would have counted, but his shot was off the mark this time. What a performance for Ivica Zubats. Thanks, David. And we'll be back shortly following halftime to get the third quarter underway.
Please direct your attention to center court. And get ready for the fan half-court shot. Drop, please. Ooh, they're measuring up the shot.
And as we get into this third quarter, as we've seen so far, neither team able to create much separation on the scoreboard yet. You've got to like what Ivica Zubats has done in this game.
Well, it didn't take him long to get that double-double. Already has it halfway through the game.
Yeah, guys like him love to stuff the stat sheet. He's doing it here.
So for the Clippers right now, we'll see Powell and Leonard play in the forward spots. Chris Dunn is out there with Harden, and it's Zubats in at the 5. Now here's Gafford. Irving with it. Zubats defending. Out to Thompson. Thompson with the 3.
Yeah, raise your hand if you're surprised that Klay Thompson racked up 3 more points.
Zubats a screen on Irving. Harden the pass to Zubats, and it was still over the rim. Offensive basket interference. Mavericks trailed by 3. Greg, looking back to last season, the Clippers had one red-hot stretch.
That's right. They went on a 26-5 run between December and February. It finally showed how dangerous that team could be when healthy. So impressive, the fortitude, the will to battle back, but it did take a lot of energy to get here.
Well, they didn't really have a choice at the position that they were. They had to fight hard. They've gotten that. They've outworked the other team, just fighting tonight. Well, that's a shot right there. He's going to hit 9 times out of 10. We just saw the 10% he doesn't make.
And pushing it up, here's Los Angeles. Takes it out to Leonard. Harden outside. Some nice ball movement by the Clippers. Here's Zubats. That's in, coming off an assist from Dunn. 31 points for Ivica Zubats. Irving dishes to Davis. And Davis nails the 3.
It's been this way since halftime. Tremendous production from beyond the arc.
Pretty infectious right here, guys. In good spirits and percentages from downtown on the rise in the second half.
to Zubats. And foul on the shot. And here we go with the coach's challenge.
First team foul is overturned. Ivica Zubats.
And this is the time now where the officials can review in closer detail what constituted the original personal foul. Getting a different angle can sometimes make it a lot easier to determine.
Indeed, and the one thing with replay review is that when you see the slow motion replays, you really get a new appreciation for just the immense speed at which these players are moving and how fast the action really is and how hard it can be sometimes, Greg, to make the right call. And the announcement on the review is that the foul was called in error. So they have determined to overrule the original call.
And guys, this is what it's all about, getting the call right. And I think in this case, the video review showed that while it was a tough call to make on the floor, they got it right with the review.
Marshall, he's checked in for the Mavericks. Jones checked in for the Clippers. We know, Brent, throughout his career, Kawhi Leonard has always been sensational on both ends of the floor.
It's a great point, Kevin, and it's sort of making me think about history. History can sometimes be boring, but it's something you should study. Kawhi Leonard is that kind of player. Young guys should be studying what Kawhi represents in terms of his two-way prowess, dominating on the offensive end, and just a menace on defense. So kids, history is important. Study Kawhi Leonard. Doesn't get any easier for Zubats. He'll take those anytime he gets it.
And it's the Clippers with the rebound. Zubats has got 14 rebounds tonight, going after him. Leonard, the pass to Harden, and the foul on Daniel Gafford. That's foul number 2 for him. Derek Lively, he's checked in for the Mavericks. Spencer Dinwiddie comes in for Irving. It's blocked. And here we go, the fast break with Dinwiddie. And it's Norman Powell with the foul. That's his first foul.
Second team foul.
Dinwiddie finds Lively. Fires from deep. Rebound by the Clippers. Harden outside. Pass to Zubats. Powell against Dinwiddie. Leonard dishes to Harden. Lock at 6. Here's Powell. Wants to get it to Lively and does. And here we go. Dinwiddie heading to the hoop. Thompson for the triple. Do not leave Clay open.
And guys, he's been a one-man air raid coming at them time and time again.
Kind of like he's in his living room right now. He's found a comfort zone. Once he gets that, the defense knows they're in trouble. Wow. Zubats way up.
Can he keep it going? It's stolen by Jones. And now the Clippers on the break. Whistle blows. Bucket is good. And he'll have a chance at the line to make it a three-point play.
Yeah, he earned that one. I mean, taking the hit and still able to get that one to go down.
Williams, he's checked in for Klay Thompson. And then for Los Angeles, Amir Coffey's checked in for Leonard. Bogdan Bogdanovic comes in for Powell. And Simmons subbed in for James Harden.
And once Davis got some speed under him, everyone was expecting him to go for that dunk, which is exactly what you got.
Simmons, the bounce pass. Here's Zubats, and that's good off the glass that time. Zubats has got 40 points. Knocked loose and stolen by Simmons. Stolen by Lively. Klay Thompson has been leading the charge for Dallas, and it was from three-point range. And let's take now this moment to bring up our State Farm assist of the game.
Yeah, and I like the fact we get to see this pass one more time. A magnificent feed, and you love to see your off guard taking over the playmaking duties with this much skill.
Well, sometimes that's what can separate some of the best players, not just creating for yourself, but creating for others as well.
And with 3 quarters behind us, we start the 4th quarter in what is still anybody's ball game. We've got Williams. Edwards is out there with Derek Lively. Then there's Irving. And it's Marshall in at the 3. That's the lineup in the game for Dallas. And it's Leonard missing. And so it's Irving with it, bringing it up for the Dallas Mavericks. Williams with a clean look. A three-pointer off the mark.
Ooh, he missed an easy chance to put some points on the board. He won't get a much better look at that kind of shot again here probably tonight.
It's going to be out of bounds. Los Angeles will retain possession. A different look for Dallas. Prosper's checked in, and it's Exum in for Marshall. And a switch here also for the Clippers. Simmons checked in for Bogdanovich. Kept alive. Jones, the pass to Coffey. That's going to be out of bounds. Los Angeles will retain possession. Marshall, he's checked in for the Mavericks. Thompson comes in for Exum. 1 minute now into this fourth quarter. And here's Leonard from three. A three-pointer is right on target. Leonard's got his first bucket of the game, and he's on the board for three. Irving drives in. Williams with the ball. Guarded by Dunn.
And how about that? What a sensational finish.
Hey, you got to be able to get some hang time to do that one. Simmons finds Dunn. Good ball movement here by the Clippers. Leonard sets a screen for Simmons. From downtown. And it's Klay Thompson with the rebound. The Mavericks trailing. Irving for three. That's in, coming off the assist from Thompson. Thompson's got 3 assists in the game. Leonard with no one around. Tried to come right back with the 3 of his own. It's no good. Thompson left side. Over Simmons. Thompson misses.
Oh, can't punish the defense for leaving him open that time. That's a frustrating miss for a really steady jump shooter.
And Irving with a clear path to the hoop. Had the opportunity on the break, but couldn't sink the 3. Dunn with it, picked up by Thompson. Back to Dunn. Pass to Coffey. It's good from long range. Coffey's got himself on the board with 3 there.
The defenders need to recognize the importance of staying on him as we get into crunch time.
And Simmons kicks to Jones. A flawless finish on the alley-oop.
Yeah, Leonard really utilizing the vision to find the crack in the defensive coverage.
Dallas again missing.
Wow, what a rough second half for him shooting the basketball. Maybe you adopt a pass-first mentality at this point.
Coffey can't get it to go. Mavericks trailed by 3. Outside Irving. Drills it from outside. Irving's got a couple of three-pointers now in the fourth for the Mavericks.
Kyrie coming alive. He does that at this stage of the game.
It's Jones on the wing. Back to Leonard. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws.
You know what? Very close to a three-point play right there.
First free throw is good, and that gives them the lead.
Known for his incredible defense, Leonard's huge hands and timing really helped make an impact on that end.
Looking at who's out there now for the Mavericks. Daniel Gafford's checked in for Jared Lively. Anthony Davis comes in for Marshall. And it's P.J. Washington in for Williams. Dunn finds Zubats. And shot opportunity. And goaltending is going to be the call. So they get the basket there anyway.
Yeah, big call there on the goaltend. He just didn't get to it soon enough. Boy, that's a tough break.
For Dallas, they've gotten only 3 of their 9 field goal attempts to go down since the end of the third. Pretty cold down the stretch. Harden the pass to Zubats. And here's Leonard. Back to Zubats. Pass to Leonard. Lobs it up for Zubats. Up high to stuff the alley-oop.
And with their backs against the wall, Zubats goes off.
Irving drives in. Washington with it. Irving kicks to Thompson. Good! What a beautiful shot to bring him to within 3.
And that is a potential game changer. Thompson maintaining his calm and coming through.
Harden dishes to Dunn. And he's going up for the alley-oop. Yes!
One of the best closers in our game. James Harden coming up big.
Irving drives in. basket is good. He'll get a chance for one more at the line.
Big time from Clay. Doesn't get phased when he has the opportunity.
That free throw good from Thompson.
And how big was that? He is just so reliable, so confident at the free throw line.
And it goes out of bounds. Last touch by Irving. Here's Dunn. 5-second differential between the shot clock and the game clock. Harden finds Zubac. Shoots it up. Mavericks with the rebound. Out left to the wing. Back to Irving. Out to Thompson. Outside, Davis. Got it up in time. Oh, the all-or-nothing shot. No good. David, thank you as always. And that'll do it, folks.
baseline. Great to watch skilled bigs trade blows and show off what they can do down low.
So the Houston starting five. Van Vliet and Green, they're manning the backcourt. Alperon Şengün out there with Amin Thompson. And it's Brooks in at the small forward position. And stolen by Irving. There's the three. It's rebounded by Şengün. Van Vliet against Gafford. Let's go with a three. And the three-pointer goes.
If you let him, Van Vliet will just live at the arc. I mean, he shoots fearlessly from out there.
Irving, the pass to Thompson. And good. Coming on the assist by Irving.
That's how you up the ante. Come right back at him.
Yeah, I love the competitive fire right there. You drain a triple on us, and I'm coming for my revenge.
He had more than enough room to hit that. Just couldn't make it happen.
Grant, we all know how good Kyrie Irving is, but he's especially lethal in the fourth quarter.
And his clutch moments go far beyond his series winner in the 2016 finals. He thrives in high-pressure moments and has done so his whole career.
Dallas has gone 1 of 4 from deep. Gafford passes to Davis. The three is up. And that's good. His first bucket of the game.
You don't want to let him get into a rhythm from out there.
Here's Brooks. And that's good. His first bucket of the game.
Yeah, no question Van Vliet was going to find his man. He has excellent court vision.
Thompson, a screen on Van Vliet. Irving, the pass to Thompson. Outside for Irving. Fires from deep. Pure from three-point range.
This team looks to him to score the ball. They feel good when he's taking the shots.
Lets it fly. Thompson's shot is off.
That is not a bad decision to pull from there. It was just a little bit off with the execution.
Davis, the pass to Gafford. The three from Thompson. It's rebounded by Şengün.
And you just can't afford to give up that kind of look very often.
Brooks from outside. Ooh, Washington with the defensive effort.
He is just so deadly from out there. You expect that to fall.
On the wing, Davis. Defended by Thompson. Outside Irving. Clock at 6. Pass to Thompson. Three-pointer. It's hauled in by Houston.
Yeah, and the defense has really got to tighten up on him. I mean, he's just too dangerous from the three-point line.
Here's Van Vliet. Houston with another miss.
No clue how he misfired on that shot. You don't see that from him very often.
Irving with it. From the arc. Fires in the triple. Irving's got 6 points.
Oh, what a pretty shot from Kyrie Irving. This man just has the perfect touch from any distance.
Pass to Şengün. Knocks it loose. Van Vliet, the pass to Şengün. Thompson outside. Off the mark there with a three. The Mavericks lead by 7. On the wing, Thompson. Launches a three. It's rebounded by Şengün. Şengün's got 4 rebounds now. Richard, how about that memorable Rockets winning streak early in 2024?
11 straight wins. Look, that's no easy task, no matter who you are playing. The energy in the locker room must have just been off the charts.
Out of bounds, it'll be Rockets ball, and an always enthusiastic presence in the crowd. Mark Cuban's here tonight, enjoying what he's seeing so far.
And maybe more than any owner in the league, Cuban wears his emotions on his sleeve. He's in charge of the whole franchise, but he's a die-hard fan first and foremost.
All right, the Rockets making a switch here. Adams checked in for Şengün. Smith comes in for Thompson. Eason's checked in for Brooks. And Whitmore subbed in for Van Vliet. Green finds Eason. And that one's good. And Green with the assist.
A sometimes underrated playmaker, Green, showing good patience and vision.
Christie passes to Davis from deep. That one is off.
Look, I know he wanted to answer with a three of his own, but you gotta play smarter. Play your game, not theirs.
Outside Eason. Eason, a screen on Davis. Smith with it, and Davis picks him up defensively. And here's Green from the arc. Lively grabs a miss. Down low. And finished off by Davis.
You could just see how in sync they were there.
That's what it takes to pull that off. Nice move. And a foul called on the way up. So he'll take 2 from the free throw line. This is his first opportunity at the line this evening. Both teams will make substitutions. And he's good on the second. Puts up a deep 3. Oh, and the release was before the buzzer, but it's off target. And that concludes the first quarter of play. And for those of you just tuning in, second quarter action is where we are. And a chance to catch up on some numbers here. The scoring breakdown for the Mavericks.
They've really been dialed in from deep. This is a team that has a ton of confidence in their outside shooting ability.
Another thing they're doing well early on is moving the ball, playing selfless basketball, and getting everybody involved on the offensive end.
They've got Kyrie Irving. Najee Marshall is out there with Derek Lively. Then there's Spencer Dinwiddie. And it's Christie in at the 3 slot. That's the lineup in the game for Dallas. On defense, the Mavericks. 4-point game. Smith no good. And one guy who's just scratching the surface of his potential, Jabari Smith.
Yeah, he's still very young, still gaining strength, but his upside on both ends is enormous.
Now here's Dinwiddie, still without a bucket. Here's the 3. Eason pulls it in. Rockets trail by 4. Şengün with it. Knocks it down from distance. Şengün's gotten himself going with a triple, his first basket of the game. Irving for 3. Buries it from 3.
Going right back at them. Kyrie answers with a 3 of his own. Woo.
Houston has gone 1 for 3 from downtown here in the second. Pass to Şengün from behind the arc. And no good.
That was a good possession. They got a clean look. The shot just didn't fall.
4-3. And it's Irving missing. For Houston, they've gotten only 1 of 4 shots to go in. Here's Whitmore outside. That one falls. Nice feed that time from Holiday.
When he has enough space, he's more than comfortable letting it fly from outside.
Pass to Lively. Irving for 3. Drains the triple. Irving's got 12 points in the game.
How do you guard a shot from that deep? Well, let me tell you, Kyrie, he knows it's difficult.
Here's Smith. Outside Whitmore. Back to Smith. 6 on the shot clock. No good from outside. He got his defender off his feet with a pump fake, but couldn't knock it down. Fires for 3. And Dinwiddie good for 3. And it's a 7-point Maverick lead.
Yeah, stretching out the defense horizontally. Dinwiddie helping his team spacing.
Quarter 2 and just under 2.5 minutes gone by. Holiday against Irving. It's stolen by Holiday. Pass to Şengün. And you played for several different coaches with very different philosophies, Grant. Did you have a favorite system?
Well, you know, B.A., I did. I played 19 years, a number of different coaches, but the 8 seconds or less offense back when I was with the Suns as a player, you want to run. And honestly, it's so much fun getting up and down the court.
Irving, no good. For Houston, they've gotten 4 of 8 shots to drop in the second. For 3, Smith. Houston gets it back. Takes the 3. Add that to his line. Now 3 for 6.
You know, Smith came into the league as a capable and confident shooter off the catch.
Irving against Holiday. Outside Irving. No good again that time.
And just terrible defense. I don't know how he missed that shot.
Pass to Şengün. Now here's Smith. And it's Houston scoring again.
This is right in Smith's wheelhouse, catching fire.
Here's Marshall. Again, the miss by Dallas. The Rockets lead by 3. Here's Whitmore outside. And here's Holiday. Pass to Şengün. Lets it go from deep. That's good from Holiday on the assist by Şengün. Holiday's gotten himself going here. His first points of the game on the deep ball. Boy, they need something to go to regain some confidence.
No question. Way too many empty possessions for them. That's how you up the ante. Come right back at it.
Yeah, I love the competitive fire right there. You drain a triple on us, and I'm coming for my revenge.
Now here's Şengün. There's the drive. Smith outside. Pass to Whitmore. Just 5 to shoot. Late clock. Houston's got to hurry. Pulls it. Smith no good. Irving looking around. Offensive rebound. Here's Marshall. Fires the 3. Outside for Irving. Got it up. And that's not going to go. And we're through the first half of play here in what's been a good one. It's Houston leading by 3. And we'll be back for the second half following the break. Keep it right here on 2K Sports.
And get ready for the fan half-court shot.
Second half of basketball is upon us, and we may be in for an exciting finish based on how close of a game we've seen so far. Well, you look at Kyrie Irving in this game, he's been everywhere.
Through the first 2 quarters, he's been on fire. Explosive offensive performance.
If they don't change their approach in the second half, let's just say his success will continue.
Kicking off the second half, here's Ime Udoka's 5. Green is the 2 with Brooks at the 3. Alperen Şengün out there with Thompson, and it's Van Vliet in at the 1. Over his career, Anthony Davis has averaged 24 points, 10 rebounds, and 2 blocks. Those are career numbers, Richard.
It's a very short list of players who have done that. Single digit. Pair his scoring with his defensive abilities, and you've got a problem.
And let's swing it over to the sideline and hear from Allie.
Hey, Brian, Anthony Davis is letting it fly. He said, the way that teams are playing me, I've been getting back to the mid-range. It's an easier shot instead of fighting the double team, so that's all it is, continuing to trust it and shoot it. Brian, we've seen that jumper be a real weapon for him.
Yeah, that's a good call, Allie. Thanks. Pass to Şengün. The 3 from Thompson. And the rebound goes to the Mavericks. Irving with a deep 3 from beyond the arc, and then some. Irving's got 18 points in the game.
This is just one of those blow-up nights for Kyrie, so lethal when he's feeling his best.
Brooks, the pass to Green. Thompson, a screen on Thompson. From outside the arc. Thompson, no good.
I think he's gone completely dry. Nothing is hitting.
Yeah, and the risk now is that he gets inside his own head. Time to take deep breaths in through the nose, out through the mouth, and let the game come to you.
Yeah, he's in his bag from beyond the arc right now. You see his confidence.
And of course, it helps space the floor, which gives this offense more room to operate.
First team foul.
Here's Brooks. The 3. Drops in the 3. 5 points in the game.
And you got to at least honor Brooks' 3-point shot if you're the defense. I mean, he is more than capable of connecting.
Thompson in the post. Green covering. Thompson outside. 3-pointer. 5 to shoot. And the Mavericks, another 3.
The moment that last 3 went in, Thompson must have been thinking, get me the ball, I'll answer it with a 3.
On the wing, Brooks. Puts up a 3. Knocks down the triple. Brooks has gotten his 3rd basket of the night.
Such an effective shooter. If you lose track of him defensively, he's going to make you pay.
And here's Thompson for 3. It's hauled in by Houston. Şengün's got his 8th rebound here tonight. Green for 3. And the rebound goes to Dallas. Washington's got 4 rebounds in the game. Van Vliet against Irving. Thompson outside. Back to Irving. Beyond the arc. It's rebounded by Şengün. Şengün's got 9 rebounds in the game. Boy, he's getting it done. Thompson's shot is off. Mavericks trail by 3. Inside. Thompson with a steal. Brooks from outside. Houston with another miss.
It's tough to get open in this league, and when you do, it hurts not to capitalize.
Oh, a huge finish. AD, my goodness.
Throw it high and watch Davis fly. Wow.
The Rockets have gone cold here in this third quarter. Just 3 of 9. It's stolen by Irving. And there's the call on Dylan Brooks. That's his first foul. A different look for Dallas. Lively, he's checked in for Gafford. Marshall comes in for Washington. And Williams is subbed in for Kyrie Irving.
He can really stroke it from deep. You have to keep better tabs on him.
And Van Vliet has got the ball here for Houston. Green finds Eason. Fires for 3. Rebound collected by Anthony Davis. And Dallas with possession. They're on a 14-6 run. Thompson against Green. Lively with a screen on Van Vliet. Williams misses. The Rockets trail. Outside Eason. It's a 3-on-3 fast break. And the foul on Jabari Smith. It's his first foul of the game. And Dallas making a change here. Exum's checked in. And the Rockets making a change here as well. Shepard's checked in. The ball's knocked loose. Launches it. That one doesn't drop. Well, the defender's stopping the developing fast break. That looks like a transition take foul. Dallas shooting their 3rd free throw shot of the game. Holiday's checked in for the Rockets.
Aaron Holiday.
The Mavericks lead by 3. 4 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Williams from long range. It's hauled in by Houston. They need something good to happen here.
Yeah, they've gone way too long without a score.
To the wing, right side. Here's Eason. Sinks it from distance. Eason's got 9. Right side, Davis. Up and over Smith. Again, the miss by Dallas. It's a tie game in Dallas. And we're just moments away from the... And let's take this opportunity to show you our State Farm assist to the game.
You know, I'm kind of stoked that this was a choice because I love this pass. A remarkable find. He put his court vision on full display.
That wasn't a better pass in the game. Almost like he had a 6th sense.
Well, what a terrific game it's been so far. With this 4th quarter sure to bring more pressure-packed basketball. They've got Najee Marshall, Kyrie Irving out there with Williams. Then there's Derek Lively, and it's Edwards in at the power forward position. That's the lineup out there for the Mavericks. Here's Shepard. Williams from long range. Some solid defense from Williams. And he lobs it up top. And Edwards slams it in.
Woo! I just love that alley-oop slam, B.A.
Defense disorganized, defense pays.
And this is exactly who you want taking that shot. He just missed it.
3-pointer. Smith with the rebound. Rockets trail by 5. From behind the arc. And there's Shepard. That one's good on the assist by Smith. Smith's got his 4th assist with that last one. Here's Marshall. Outside Irving. It's hauled in by Houston. About a minute and a half through the 4th quarter now. And it's Shepard missing. Dallas has gone 1 of 2 from deep in this quarter. And the shot's good by Irving.
High effort play from Kyrie in transition, taking full advantage of the open court in fast break.
And here's Shepard for 3. Yes, and it's Şengün picking up the assist. Şengün's got 3 assists tonight.
This is just fun. These teams are trading threes back and forth.
This is today's NBA. Hey, we see this kind of exchange more often than not.
Now here's Edwards. It's hauled in by Houston. Smith's got 4 rebounds now. Here's Easton. And Houston, another 3.
He's done so much damage from beyond the arc, and he's still hitting those big shots.
And the defense has to know that taking away his 3 is the #1 priority, and he's hurt them all game long. With that shot, it makes no sense.
And here's Shepherd for 3. Pass to Smith. Here's Shepherd, covered by Lively. Just 4 to shoot. And it's Shepherd missing. The Mavericks have gotten 3 of 7 attempts in this 4th quarter to fall. Irving for 3. It's rebounded by Şengün. Şengün's got rebound number 11. Here's Shepherd. Lets it go from deep. Doesn't go for him. Dallas has got 2 of 5 threes to go here in the 4th. Edwards' a screen on Williams. That's to Lively. Outside for Irving. 3-pointer. They grab their own miss. Williams on the wing. Outside Irving. Takes a 3. And the rebound goes to the Rockets. And here's Shepherd for 3. They get the rebound. Another shot. Pass to Şengün. Screen by Eason. And it's Şengün penetrating. Fires the 3. And that's good. Shepherd for 3. Shepherd's got 9 points now in the 2nd half.
My goodness, the rookie, Shepherd, has some ice in his veins.
Lively finds Irving. Will it go? The kick out to Edwards. Here's Marshall. Outside Irving. There's the 3. Connects again from distance.
That's good.
Buries his 10th triple of the game.
Unbelievable, B.A. Unbelievable.
A big group substitution here for Dallas. Gafford, he's checked in for Lively. Anthony Davis comes in for Edwards. Washington's checked in for Marshall. And it's Thompson in for Williams. And Houston will go for a different look here. Thompson, he's checked in for Smith. Brooks comes in for Eason. Jalen Green, he's checked in for Williams. And Van Vliet is subbed in for Shepherd.
Talk about stepping up in a big way.
What a huge play coming through when it matters most.
To the wing on the left. Gafford passes to Davis. Left side Irving. Here's Gafford. Outside for Irving. Tries again. Tries yet again. And so it's the Rockets who come out on top here. And this was an emotional.
That matchup at the guard position, that is going to be special.
Well, that's the point of attack on both ends of the floor, and it's always fun to see skilled and capable guards duel it out. It is like watching a great chess match.
And the Houston Rockets starting five. At the guard position, Van Vliet and Green. Thompson is out there with Brooks, and it's Şengün in at center. Now, here's Zubats, and out of bounds as the Rockets gain possession. And here is Van Vliet. Pass to Brooks. Jacks up a three. It's hauled in by Dunn. A moment now to hear from our sideline reporter, Hall of Famer David Aldridge. David.
Well, a bit ago, Tyronn Lue and I were able to chat. He told me that Şengün won't be easy to contain. He pointed to his passing ability and said they can run their offense through him whether he's in the post or at the top of the key. He added his scoring, and he presents a unique challenge. Kevin?
Okay, David, much appreciated. Harden way outside. And he can't answer back. The three-pointer offline. For Houston, they've gone 1 of 3 for the field to start this one so far. Talk about confidence. Greg, what do you think about Harden's quote from a couple years ago when he said, "I'm not a system player, I am the system"?
Kevin, I laughed when I heard it because most guys couldn't say that. But Harden absolutely can. He's an elite scorer turned elite passer. Your offense has to orbit around him when he's on the floor.
Here's Harden on the wing. The three. It's rebounded by Şengün. Houston's gone just 1 of 4 from three-point range here in the first. Thompson against Leonard. Pass to Green. And stolen by Dunn. Here's Zubats. Stolen by Brooks. And here is Van Vliet. From deep. It's hauled in by Zubats. Harden with it. Picked up by Van Vliet. Takes a three. And James Harden with the three. Harden's got 6.
Well, this is the basis of James Harden's game, right? That three-point accuracy opens up every other aspect of the floor and his scoring ability.
the real. Come at us, and we're coming right back at you.
And you would expect nothing less from these two, taking pride and making plays.
Stolen by Thompson. Stolen by Harden. Lobbed up there for Powell, and the dunk by Powell.
Woo-hoo, the leaping ability of Norman Powell. Throw it down, sir.
For Houston, they've gone 3 of 7 from the field since we've gotten underway. Green inside the three-point line. The quick look, no good that time.
Listen, if you're that wide open, you have to take the shot, even if it's not your favorite.
Dunn dishes to Powell. Here's the lob to the hoop, and the dunk by Zubac.
Man, did Zubac get off his feet in a hurry. What a finish.
Recently, Doris, the Clippers have had their most successful stretch in franchise history.
Well, think about it, Kevin. They've only missed the playoffs twice, going all the way back to 2012. They made their first conference finals in team history back in 2021. Not bad for a franchise that had one of the worst win-loss records in league history.
And it's out of bounds to the Clippers as the Clippers retain possession. Derek Jones, he's checked in for the Clippers. Houston with a big group substitution here. Adams, he's checked in for Şengün. Jabari Smith comes in for Thompson. Tari Eason's checked in for Dylan Brooks. And it's Whitmore in for Fred VanVleet. Harden against Eason. Now Whitmore. Here's Adams. Goes up and lays it nice and easy.
Well, simply stated, Steven Adams is a force to be reckoned with rebounding the basketball.
A three from Leonard. It's hauled in by Adams. 2-for-1 chance here.
Let's see if they use the clock to their advantage.
Offensive rebound. Outside, Green. The three. Houston now working with the new shot clock. Back to Whitmore. Here's the lob to Adams, and Adams with the slam.
Well, the New Zealander shows a little hops on the alley-oop.
The Clippers trail. Harden outside. For the three. Buries it from three-point range. Harden's got 9 points. Guys back and forth this first half.
And this could continue to go back and forth the entire way.
Smith for three. Oh, he nails it just in time.
One eye on the rim, one on the...
Both teams have it going here early and still close through the first quarter. Rockets lead by 2. And we'll be back in just a moment with the start of the second quarter. And some good action in the books as we get back to the game that's been pretty close here so far. Let's quickly break down the game we've seen so far from the Rockets, guys.
Just cashing in on second chance opportunities. That's how they built this early lead.
Yeah, the defense hasn't been there. They are getting hammered on second chance opportunities.
So with Harden on the bench, here's who Tyronn Lue's going with. Jones and Zubac make up the 4 and the 5. Simmons is out there with Bogdanovich. And it's Coffey in at the 3 spot. A 3 from Bogdanovich. It's rebounded by Houston. Whitmore with it. Scoreless thus far. Out to Smith. Here's the 3. Good on the three-point shot. Smith's got the lead up to 5 now for the Rockets.
Supreme confidence. Smith really stretches the floor with his ability to shoot.
For Houston, they've gone 1 of 3 to start out the second quarter. The offensive rebound. In the corner, it's Whitmore. Good. And it's Şengün picking up the assist. Whitmore's got himself going with the triple, his first basket of the game. Simmons passes to Zubac. Simmons inside, guarded by Holiday. And then Simmons slams it in.
Oh my goodness, the creativity and flair from Ben Simmons. Stop it now, don't hurt him, Ben.
Holiday with it, now guarded by Bogdanovich. The shot by Holiday, no good. Clippers trail by 6, and that one goes out of bounds. Touched by Zubac. And talk about victors and guys who play to their strengths. What about Zubac? He does a great job.
He does, Kevin, a 7-footer who wants to play like a 7-footer. He's an outstanding rebounder. He doesn't need the ball offensively. You know he's going to show up and give you great effort every night.
And the officials call goaltending, so they'll award the basket.
That's a very close call. I'm sure he thinks it's a clean block, but looks like it was on the way down.
Shoots. It's rebounded by Şengün. Şengün's got his 5th rebound in this one. Fires from deep, and that's good. Fred VanVleet for 3. And now it's an 11-point Houston lead. LA's gone 0-2 from deep here in the second. Time now to turn to our sideline reporter, David Aldridge. David.
Kevin, when you look at the draft, it seems talent evaluators have a type. LeBron James says our league is always hungry for potential. That's the whole focus of the lottery. It makes sense that those guys who are taken 16 through 30 are on real contending teams and making impacts. Of course, Kevin, everybody wants to draft the next LeBron. Good luck with that.
Or work with the next David Aldridge, a Hall of Famer. David, thank you. Jones, no luck. And here are the Rockets now. They're on a 14-5 run here. It's stolen by Jones. One-on-one here. Here's Dunn. Misses the 3. And so VanVleet will bring it up for the Houston Rockets. They lead by 11, the largest margin of the game. Shoots over Zubac. And it falls over the rim and in. Şengün's got his 2nd bucket of the night.
Now, there's a couple things in play here. The activity and IQ of Fred VanVleet. This guy, a dangerous mid-range shooter.
Snatched up. Rockets leading by 13. Smith outside. From outside the arc. It's hauled in by Zubac. Zubac has got rebound number 5 here tonight. Jones finds Bogdanović. Shoots the 3. That's in. Coming off an assist from Jones. Bogdanović has got a couple of 3-pointers in the second for Los Angeles. Thompson for 3. They get it back. Pass to Smith. From deep 3-point land. From beyond the arc and then some. Smith's got his 3rd basket of the night.
At 6'10", Smith with incredible range, and that's why some have compared him to Rashard Lewis.
Bogdanović, no luck. For Houston, they've gone 7 of 14 in the second quarter, shooting to the tune of 50%. Launches it, drops in the tray. Bogdanović has got 9 points.
Just a great nose for the ball. Chris Dunn with the clean pick, starts the fast break, and they lead no doubt.
Clippers trail by 10. Outside, Jones. Releases. Bogdanović, no luck.
That's a shot he makes with regularity, but that time the defense up to the challenge.
VanVleet outside. A shot by Thompson, and no one's around. And so that brings the first half to a close. Houston on top, leading by 10. And a chance now to send. Thank you, David. We'll be back after halftime for the start of the second half momentarily. And for those of you just tuning in, thanks for being with us. The second half of this game still to play. We're seeing, guys, a tremendous game from Jabari Smith.
He's done a fantastic job of finding open space to operate within the first few quarters.
Well, one of the things every player is after is efficiency at the offensive end. And boy, this young guy has done just that.
So on the floor for Houston. Running the wings, they'll go with Green and Brooks. Thompson is out there with Alperen Şengün. And it's VanVleet in at the 1 spot. Harden can't hit. Rockets leading by 11. Oh, and he almost had a 4-point play right there. He'll go to the line with a chance for 3.
Now, Fred VanVleet is such a crafty basketball player. At that size, you'd have to be. Nice job drawing the contact there.
He hits the second from the line. Greg, what's the key thing Fred VanVleet brings to this offense?
I feel like he's really a centering presence, Kevin. The guys can look to him to call the play, to give them their orders, and trust that he's setting them up for success.
Thompson from long range. Good, and the assist goes to Şengün. Şengün's got his 5th assist in this one. Zubac, it's good.
Not only is James Harden one of the elite one-on-one players, this guy is an elite passer, and it's on display there.
For 3, VanVleet. It's hauled in by Zubac. Clippers trail by 13. From downtown, the shot by Powell, no good. Şengün against Harden. Out to Brooks. Fires the 3. And the foul called on Kawhi Leonard. That is his first foul of the game.
Personal foul. Second team foul.
And we're about a minute and a half here into the second half. Here's Şengün.
How about Zubac? Works so hard on the defensive end. Nicely done.
Şengün with the ball. Now guarded by Dunn. And Brooks gets it to go.
And even with the big lead, he remains focused on the task at hand.
That is the competitiveness he brings to the table. Every night you're going to get great effort from him.
Rockets leading by 15. Pass to VanVleet. Lets it go from deep. Gets the 3-pointer to fall. VanVleet's got a pair of 3s now here in the 3rd for the Rockets. And here's Leonard from 3. Connects from 3-point range. Leonard's got himself going there. His first points of the game on the deep ball. Şengün against Zubac. It seems every season, Doris, we have players speak out on being unhappy with their role.
Well, consider, Kevin, that if you're one player on a roster in the NBA, how coveted each of those spots are, but also how competitive they are. You don't get there without that nature, which means you want to play.
Pass to Thompson. Back to Şengün. Houston moving the ball around. And here's VanVleet from the arc. Good D by Harden. Clippers trail by 15. Leonard kicks to Harden. And he drives in. And the dunk by Zubac.
And hard to decide which was better, the pass, the catch, or the slam.
Oh, there's no wrong answer. Sensational alley-oop. Thompson passes to Şengün. Takes the 3. Thompson misses. For Los Angeles, they've gone 5 of 9 on field goal attempts since halftime. And while we've got a moment, let's send it over to our terrific reporter, David Aldridge. David?
Well, Kevin, we are seeing a new generation taking over the NBA. Commissioner Adam Silver says stars can be created much quicker these days. Sports is a meritocracy and talent gets rewarded. With a social media community in the billions for basketball and a global market for talent, new and different stars end up emerging. Kevin?
Which is always good for the game. Great to see. And David, a great report again from you. Thank you. And again, no good by the Clippers.
Well, you simply have to shake that one off, right? You can't let that kind of missed opportunity bother you.
Kept alive. Here's Şengün. Off target with the fadeaway.
Well, that's a blown defensive coverage, but it doesn't matter. He cannot answer the bell.
The 3 from Harden. It's rebounded by Houston.
It's almost like he's trying to make things hard on himself. You know, he's just got to slow the game down, try to get some easy ones.
Hits the 3-point bomb.
This one has been all about Amen Thompson, a freakish athlete. When he gets rolling, there's just not much a defender can do.
It's Powell on the wing. Pass to Harden. They need this. That one wide left. 1 second left. That shot no good. And so it's the Houston Rockets sitting on a 21-point lead to end the quarter. And 1 quarter to go in a game that to this point has not been an evenly fought contest. Rockets leading by 21. So with Harden on the bench, here's who Tyronn Lue's going with. We've got Bogdanovich. Jones is out there with Kawhi Leonard. Then it's Chris Dunn. And it's Coffey in at the 3, the small forward. Good on the triple.
Just another place you have to take Leonard seriously. He's so capable from the outside.
Şengün, no good. And here's Dunn. He'll bring it up for the Los Angeles Clippers. And Bogdanovich kicks to Jones. Here's Coffey. No good from outside. Got the defender off his feet with the pump fake, but couldn't knock it down. Eason gets a wide open look. Pass to Şengün. A second chance effort. Smith the pass to Şengün. Done against Holiday. Shot clock at 5. They get a hand on it. Here's Jones. Dunn left side. Now here's Bogdanovich. He's tightly guarded. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Coffey can't get it to go.
And close to making the defense pay for the lax coverage that time.
And they have been relentless from deep. And you see the defense trying to react, but to no avail.
Well, that's the whole point, isn't it? If you space the floor well enough, it's almost impossible for the defense to account for everyone.
Here's Eason. Holiday, the pass to Şengün. For 3, Smith. Bogdanovich grabs the miss. Clippers trail by 21. Three on 3. And it's Smith finishing it off.
This is the belief Smith's teammates have in him, which is why they look for him to take that shot.
It's going to be out of bounds. Los Angeles will retain possession.
And he made the right read on that play, but just couldn't secure the steal.
Yeah, the anticipation was there. The hustle was there. Very close to picking that one.
Catching up on the changes for Los Angeles. Zubac is checked in for Derek Jones. Norman Powell comes in for Amir Coffey. And it's James Harden in for Bogdanovich. Van Vliet kicks to Şengün. Good, and Van Vliet gets the assist.
Well, Freddie Van Vliet runs an offense the way it's supposed to be run. Pretty pass there.
Leonard finds Dunn. There's the 3. And another 3 for the Clippers.
Listen, even average three-point shooters are going to make that shot. Defense must be better.
A crossover. Pass to Şengün. Puts up a 3 and right on through for another basket. He's got 5 made on 5 of 9 shooting.
And that gives him a triple-double. He's been doing it all, playing a fantastic all-around game and just filling up that stat sheet.
And that one is good from Zubac.
You have to appreciate the doggedness and intensity on the glass. Wow.
Rockets leading by 20. Spins. Here's Şengün. They kick it out to Green. And again, it's the Rockets from deep.
Green knows that he needs to take and make threes at a good clip. Nice shot there.
Yes, and with this one winding down, it's obvious to everyone who watched it. Just a total mismatch and a true show of strength for Houston.
You don't see this kind of a blowout often, but tonight this is a quality win across the board to deliver out this kind of punishment.
They definitely never changed the approach. They just kept after it and showed they were clearly the better team in just about every single category.
And we watched one guy all night long, guys, and looking at the stats just confirms what a dominant game he had. What a night tonight it was for Şengün.
Boy, I think you could pick about any area of this basketball game and feel like he excelled in it. He was a dominant figure at both ends of the floor and finishes with a triple-double. What an unbelievable performance.
Leonard, no luck.
Well, they'll be happy with that look, even though it didn't fall.
I think expect them to go back to it because that's the kind of shot this offense is designed to generate.
And here's the fast break. Dunn leading the way. 6-second difference between the shot and game clock. Back to Powell. Leonard with a screen on Brooks. Stolen by Thompson. Pass to Brooks. From the arc. Offensive rebound. And it's Green with the jam.
Well, they knew it would be a hostile environment, and they rose to the challenge.
And sometimes when everyone's rooting against you, it seems to bring the unit closer together. It certainly did tonight.
So we see Houston take.
we've seen strong play at the center position these last few years, and we've got two bigs who can each take over a game, so I think it's going to be a lot of fun watching them square off.
So here's Dallas's starting group. We've got Davis, Thompson out there with Kyrie Irving. Then it's Daniel Gafford, and it's Washington in at the 3. Now here's Irving. Shoots over Harden, and the shot's good by Irving.
Kyrie going to work from the mid-range is a thing of beauty. Such a skilled offensive player.
Irving against Harden. Dunn outside. Leonard passes to Harden. Shot clock at 5. Doesn't go, and he's 0 for 1 from the floor.
That's a shot he'd like back. He's usually going to make those.
For 3, Powell. Always a nice way to start. Makes his first one.
Boy, Dunn is fantastic at moving the ball around, finding teammates with ease.
And Chris Dunn gets the whistle that time. That's his first foul.
And yeah, he still was moving at the point of contact.
Those are always tough to judge, but I think the official got that one right.
Over to the wing. Irving for 3. He buries it from 3. Irving's got 5 now.
The fire that Irving plays with, admirable. I mean, and you can feel it. When you make a 3 on him, it's payback time. He's coming at you.
Here's the break. And Davis slams it home.
There's no stopping that. AD is too long and strong to bother that alley-oop.
You know, Clark, watching Kyrie Irving, he still does things you just can't believe.
His ball handling ability is just remarkable, and his finishing ability surpasses his rush hour handles. And that's saying a ton. He can beat anybody off the dribble. He can make tough shots. He really is one of the elite scorers from the guard position in the history of the NBA. I don't think that's an overstatement. From the angles he finishes, the shots he can make, he's as elite as we've had in the league.
The Mavericks have gone 3 of 3 so far from the floor. Thompson passes to Davis. Washington outside. Gafford against Zubats. And he's going for the oop here. And the dunk by Gafford.
And the lead increases on a crazy offensive sequence.
Man, the dunk alone would have been incredible, let alone the fact that it came off a pinpoint pass.
Well, I tell you what, they've got this team just a step away from being completely sleek.
And I just love how he's making the effort plays that everyone around him appreciates.
It is certainly making an impact tonight.
But, you know, if you're not going to take care of the defensive glass, it's going to be hard to come away with the win.
Despite entering his 30s, Anthony Davis is not slowing down, Grant.
Yeah, B.A. And last year, AD put up the best rebounding numbers of his career. And his shooting percentage also very high. And just watching him, Davis is still an all-NBA caliber player, capable of taking over on both ends.
And a closer look here at the hustle stats for the Mavericks.
They've really been disruptive on the defensive end, forcing turnovers and turning those turnovers into points at the other end.
And they've done a tremendous job just creating havoc defensively. Active hands have led to tons of turnovers that they've capitalized on.
Now here's Irving. He's got 5. That one falls, coming off Davis' feed. Irving's got 8.
They're starting to pull away here as their shots keep falling.
Yeah, I agree with you. A big run taking place right now, and it looks to be the beginning of the end.
Here's Powell. And once again, off the mark by Los Angeles. Irving looking around. Pass to Washington. Thompson outside. Outside for Davis. Great start so far. 3 of 3 in this one.
They've shown so much energy right from the start, particularly on the offensive end.
Tell you what, forget about easing into the game. They came out with guns blazing.
Dallas leading by 14. Irving for 3. 56 seconds left in the first. Out to the right wing. Here's Gafford, and the dunk by Gafford.
Building a big advantage early with a terrific all-around performance. Yeah, you know, they've had the advantage at both ends. They've got all the momentum early on.
Jones against Washington. Outside Davis. That three's off the mark. Los Angeles has gone 1 of 4 from deep. Pass to Harden. Can they get it? Hits the trifecta.
Harden with that catch and release, lightning quick.
The Mavericks have gone a fantastic 8 of 11 so far. And there's the foul. It's on Ivica Zubac. That's his first foul of the game.
Personal foul. Third team foul. Substitution on the court.
Dinwiddie against Bogdanovic. Pass to Christie. It's stolen by Bogdanovic. In transition, here come the Clippers. The three-pointer off the mark. Here's Christie. And so it's Dallas in command with a 13-point lead at the end of the quarter. How about the way they... And so far through one quarter, it's been a lopsided game. We'll see if that changes here in the second. And quite a position here for the Mavericks to be in. What do you think, guys?
Well, it looks like hitting the boards hard was an emphasis of their attack. They knew how valuable it was to do so. Yeah, and you know, when a team establishes an edge on the glass early, it really sets things up for the rest of the game.
On the court for Dallas here in the second. Kyrie Irving out there with Spencer Dinwiddie. Then there's Derek Lively. Then there's Najee Marshall. And it's Christie in at the small forward position. Hammers the lob through.
You got to appreciate Kyrie Irving's court awareness. Outstanding. Finding open teammates.
Pass to Zubac. And it's out of bounds. They say it was last touched by Irving.
He clipped the ball there, but not enough to nab the steal. Clearly a careless pass. He got away with one there.
Foul charge to Dunn.
The Clippers making a switch here. Dunn's checked in.
Second team foul. Now into the lineup for your
Robbed.
Number 8, Chris Dunn.
Here's Marshall, defended by Bogdanovic. Here's Dinwiddie. Here's Marshall. Dinwiddie outside. Outside for Irving. Dunn with a steal. Pass to Zubac. And he banks in the layup.
That'll drive your coach crazy, failing to box out. Ugh. Those are free points you're giving away. You got to work harder on the glass.
And so far in this one, 2 for 4.
I like that. Punch it inside. You usually end up with a good shot and or get fouled.
Dinwiddie outside. From outside, off the mark.
And, you know, even though that shot didn't go down, I like how they got him a wide open look in space there.
Pass to Zubac. Brent, we're starting to see more players throwing alley-oops to themselves off the backboard. Did you ever do that?
In practice, maybe, but although I had some leaping ability early on, I never had the audacity to do it in a real game.
Back to Marshall. Now here's Lively. Goes back up. That won't go for him. Now 0 for 2. Clippers trail by 11. Dunn outside. Pass to Zubac. Over Lively. Here's Coffey. Back to Zubac. Shoots over Lively. And it's rejected. Outside Irving. The 3-ball. Gets the 3-ball to go. Irving's got 11 points.
You got to run Kyrie off that line. If you let him get comfortable and find his shot from behind the arc, it's a wrap.
And keeping us updated from the sideline, Allie LaForce.
We've seen scoring totals increasing, and fans might appreciate it, but NBA VP and head of basketball ops Joe Dumars said, quote, "I think what fans really want to see is incredible competition. The score is secondary to that. And guys, you talk about competing, Joe D brought it at both ends of the floor."
No doubt about that. Well said, Allie.
2 minutes remaining in the first half.
Now here's Dunn. The D's right on him. Up top, Zubats. To the middle. Oh, it's stolen. And here's Dinwiddie from the arc. It's rebounded by Los Angeles. Zubats inside. Covered by Lively. Second chance shot. And it's in there. Zubats has got 8 here in this quarter.
Making the most of that possession. Unwilling to give up on the play.
And Chris Dunn gets the whistle that time. That's foul number 2 for him. Leonard's checked in for Los Angeles. Gafford, he's checked in for Dallas. Thompson comes in for Christie. Irving with it. Dunn in his pocket. Zubats comes with a double team. Pass to Irving. 4-3. And it's the Clippers with the rebound. Zubats has got 6 rebounds in the game. Leonard with the ball. Jacks up a 3. That's good. And it's Jones with the assist. Leonard's got his first 3 points of the game.
Leonard scores at all 3 levels. He's a threat anywhere on the floor.
Here's Marshall. Kicks it out to Dinwiddie. Out to the wing. Gafford. Great start so far. 3 of 3 in this one.
Taking it right at the rack. I mean, that defense is looking real frustrated. Well, they should be. I mean, it has not been a good performance for them at that end of the floor. The floater can be a tricky shot, but that's the right choice.
Kicks it out to Dinwiddie. The 3. Nails it from beyond the arc. And the Mavericks lead by 13.
Boy, it's all about being confident from there for Spencer Dinwiddie. A capable threat from distance now. Oh, incredible! Save that one. I want to watch it again.
Awesome!
Virtually impossible to top that alley-oop.
Simmons is checked in for the Clippers. James Harden comes in for Bogdanovich. Dallas leading by 11. Williams passes to Washington. And here's Thompson for 3. Oh, and Clay makes that 3 look so easy.
Such a silky, smooth stroke from deep. Thompson, excellent accuracy.
3-pointer, Harden gets the 3 to fall. Harden's got 6.
Watch out now. When this guy gets into a rhythm, it is something to behold.
And so it's the Dallas Mavericks. They lead by 11 as the quarter comes to a close. What has them in front right now? Allie, as always, thank you. We'll be back right after the break for the third quarter here on 2K Sports.
And get ready for the fan half-court shot. Drums, please. They're thinking about the shot.
Just about ready for the second half here. A big comeback is needed for this game to be competitive, and it probably has to happen quickly. Well, you look at Kyrie Irving in this game. He's been everywhere.
Yeah, they've done an amazing job of creating room to operate for him. And then, of course, executing. And you know what? It helped that they had a few guys with very hot hands on the perimeter, too.
Powell and Kawhi in at the forward spots. James Harden out there with Chris Dunn. And it's Zubats in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. So that's the lineup on the floor for the Clippers. Dallas leading by 11. And that'll be Dallas's ball as it goes out of bounds. Mavericks able to keep the possession. Thompson outside. Basket is good. Nice setup from Irving. Irving's got 7 assists in the game.
Well, that's exactly the guy you want to set up. I mean, Klay Thompson feels like every shot he takes is going in.
Zubats finds Leonard. Back to Zubats. Davis with a rebound. Davis has got his 5th rebound in this one. Oh, there's the alley. Pass to Harden. To the inside. Stolen by Davis. And now the Mavs on the run. That one goes in. Thompson's got 5 points now in the quarter.
They're really in control on both ends of the floor right now, forcing turnovers and finding easy points while the other guys struggle to keep up.
Leonard passes to Zubac. Hey, hangs in midair and converts the double clutch layup. Zubac has got 13.
That time you saw how Leonard surveyed the floor and found the guy with the best look.
Outside for Irving. Takes the three. Sends it home from three-point land. He's got 14.
And just not letting up at all. I mean, you have to love this approach. You want to get the ball to the guys who make plays.
If it's working, keep working it. That's what I say. Keep the pressure on them.
And we're just about 2 minutes into the second half now. Well, Clark, the first 9 years of his career, he played mostly power forward. But over the last 3, Anthony Davis playing a lot of center.
And I think his game has become more focused on staying in the paint, which is where he's dominant. He's added tons of strength over the years. He's using that to his advantage. He's always been one of the special players in the league, in my opinion. And he's still one of the top 15 guys in the league for sure.
Marshall, he's checked in for the Mavericks.
Mavericks substitution.
And here's Thompson for 3. And it's the Clippers with the rebound. Harden with it. He has 6. And once again, off the mark by Los Angeles. Fires from deep. And the shot's good by Irving. Irving's got 6 points in the quarter.
This is what it's been since halftime. Remarkable results from downtown.
Boy, it's been a three-point barrage. They came out gunning and have not stopped.
Here's Zubac. And another shot. So it'll be 2 free throws. He was fouled in the act of shooting.
The officials were right on top of that one.
Clearly a foul. I mean, didn't give him any choice but to blow the whistle. I mean, he's got to play without fouling.
Mills, he's checked in for Dunn.
2 minutes.
Here's Thompson.
2 minutes. Blocking foul called on Patrick Mills. First personal foul. Second team.
Clippers on D, trailing by 19. Here's Irving. Pass to Gafford. Out to Thompson. And here is Irving. Back to Thompson. Just 5 on the clock. To the right side. And there's a whistle. He'll head to the line to shoot 2. Patrick Mills picks one up. Connects from downtown.
Hey, I'd say any time is a good time to give it to AD, but particularly when you're fighting the shot clock. Let him have it and go to work.
1:25 left to play in the third quarter here. Pass to Mills. From downtown. Rebound collected by Anthony Davis. Davis has got his 8th rebound here tonight. Thompson left side. From deep. It's hauled in by the Clippers.
And he almost made them regret defending him so loosely.
Irving against Powell. Outside Harden. Pass to Mills. Misses the 3.
Hey, sometimes you miss even under the best of circumstances.
LA foul.
These are his first free throws of the game.
Personal foul. Third team foul.
And he makes the first. And Los Angeles will go for a different look here. Jones, he's checked in for Kawhi Leonard. Coffey comes in for Powell. Bogdanovich has checked in for Mills. And Simmons is subbed in for Harden. It's Simmons with a drive. And it's Simmons with the jam.
When Simmons is driving inside, I'm telling you, he's going to sky up for the flush. Getting to the bucket in no time.
To the wing, right side. Marshall passes to Dinwiddie. Outside Davis. Pass to Marshall. It's Dinwiddie on the wing. And there's the shot clock violation. Couldn't get the shot off in time.
Clippers ball. Substitution on the court.
Here's Zubats. Oh, and he hits it at the buzzer.
Makes his selection just in time. Well done.
What was really impressive?
And so it's the Dallas Mavericks ending the quarter with a 20-point edge. It hasn't taken them too many shots to get their points. They're winning with efficiency. All right, stick around. We'll be right back after this. And now we have a moment to reveal our State Farm assist of the game.
You know, I'm kind of stoked this was a choice because I love this pass. A remarkable find. He put his court vision on full display.
Yeah, and with the accuracy to go along with that vision. I mean, he put the ball in the absolute perfect spot. That's how you orchestrate it.
Maverick substitution.
And we reach the fourth quarter in a game that may already be out of hand. On the court right now for Dallas, they've got Williams, Edwards out there with Derek Lively. Then it's Kyrie Irving, and it's Christie in at the 3 slot. Denied by Leonard.
Those long arms and big hands of Leonard helping him send that one back.
Marshall, he's checked in for Prosper.
Checking in for the Mavericks, number 13, Najee Marshall.
So it's Los Angeles now. And there's the foul. It's on Derek Lively. That's his first foul of the game.
First team.
Bogdanovich against Williams. Shoots. Bogdanovich, that's good. Bogdanovich has got his first 2 points of the night.
Had to reset off the spin and calmly knocks the jumper home. That's nicely done.
Releases. Outside for Irving. Shot clock at 6. No good from the wing. And so it's Jones who brings up the ball for Los Angeles. Here in the fourth quarter, their defense has been very strong. No baskets allowed. The Mavericks lead by 18. Here's Irving. Here's Marshall. Three-pointer, no good. And for the Clippers, they're shooting around 39%. They'd like to get that higher. Done. The pass to Jones.
Gliding the pass to where it needed to be.
Wow, a strong finish to seal the deal.
And that's an alley-oop that'll be loop to loop all day long on the highlight reel.
Leonard for 3. Christie with a rebound. The Mavericks have gone 0 for 3 in this fourth. Not good. From outside the arc. Rebound by the Clippers. Here we go, one-on-one. Here's Dunn. Drills it from deep.
Well, you always have to do your best to keep up with Chris Dunn, guys. I mean, just absolutely remarkable in transition, given his athleticism.
Here's Christie. And miss after miss right now. Coffee on the wing. Out to Leonard. Lets the 3 fly. And the Clippers hit again from deep.
And they're on a big run to make this game interesting. Can't let up now.
I think they will. I mean, they're close enough to taste it. So they're going to keep that pressure on and keep coming at it.
And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Bogdanovich. That's his first foul of the game. The Clippers making a switch here. Simmons is checked in. And Dallas with a change here too. Thompson, he's checked in for Christie.
And that's exactly how tightly you have to guard him every time he steps to the arc. He's just that good.
Shot by Leonard, no good. The Mavericks lead by 10. On the break.
Great teamwork on that drive. Punctuated by a strong finish.
That is the perfect fast break, guys. Getting a hoop before the defense can get set.
Gets it down to single digits. Coffey's got his first bucket of the game, and he's on the board for 3.
Excellent at seeing the floor. Simmons brings a pass-first mentality to his game.
For the Clippers, Zubats, he's checked in for Jones. Powell comes in for Coffey, and it's James Harden in for Ben Simmons. The 3 from Thompson. Rebounded by Kawhi Leonard. Leonard's got 5 rebounds in the game. To the left wing. Done. The pass to Leonard. Here's the 3. He can't hit that time.
At this point, I'm not sure if it's the play calling or the player himself.
And it's Irving missing.
Would you say testing the limits of his range there?
You know, guys, I think he's got confidence to shoot it from anywhere, but he could have gotten a better one than that.
Harden misses. The Mavericks leading. And here's Thompson for three. Second shot opportunity. Outside for Davis. Launches a three. And that one falls. His fifth basket in 7 tries.
Well, with a comeback out of range, we can put a bow on this one. Good performance for the Mavericks.
They were the more accurate club. And in the end, that made the difference, Grant.
Yeah, BA, you have to love their strategy. And even more, you love the execution.
We've come to expect big-time games from him. Just another day at the office for Kyrie Irving.
Well, I thought he was their catalyst tonight, guys. Moving the rock, actively looking to set other guys up. Outstanding work.
Here's Irving. Fires the three. It's rebounded by Zubac. 35 seconds left to play in the fourth quarter. Leonard with the ball. Irving picks him up, and Kawhi Leonard gets a whistle that time. That'll be a second foul of the game.
And great job to establish position and square up.
Excellent example of toughness and physicality on defense. Got his nose right in the middle of things and made a play.
On offense, here are the Clippers. They've given up just 8 points in the fourth. And Powell with the stuff. Irving with a deep three. An absolute bomb from three-point range. And the Mavericks lead by 11.
Tonight has been all about Irving. When he's clicking, his offensive game is devastating.
And so it's the Mavericks taking care of business in this one. Boy, a nice win on the road. By the time this one was winding down, this building was...
got to play to your strengths, right? But really, the league in general is looking for early offense. These teams, no different.
Now we'll look at Dallas's starting lineup. P.J. Washington is out there with Anthony Davis. Then there's Daniel Gafford. Then there's Irving. And it's Thompson in at the shooting guard. Now Gafford, after the missed three from Klay Thompson, knocks down the three ball.
And Thompson thrives in those catch-and-shoot situations.
Thompson's gone 1 of 2 from three-point land. With a short break in the action, gives us a chance now to send it over to David Aldridge.
I was able to talk with Ime Udoka for a minute. Coach said how much he admires Klay Thompson, saying that guy is a champion. Coming back from 2 years away, Thompson's still one of the best two-way guards in the league. Nothing but respect for Klay, and there's zero argument here. Thompson surely a future Hall of Famer. Guys?
Thanks so much, David.
Oh, the response. AD might be a quiet guy off the court, but on the floor, he is an absolute killer.
Greg, as you were saying, beyond the blocks, what makes Anthony Davis special on defense is the way he navigates the floor.
Kevin, most bigs can get picked on in pick-and-roll action. Davis, though, too quick and smart to take advantage of. He can slip screens, hedge, switch, and recover like he's a 3-and-D wing.
It's stolen by Davis. Pass to Gafford. Driving the lane, and Gafford throws it down.
Well, if you don't take care of the ball, fellas, that's what can happen.
Absolutely, Greg. That makes the turnover even more painful.
We know mistakes lead to breaks. That's just textbook right there.
Outside Irving. This one for three. Şengün with the rebound.
And even with good coverage defensively that time, he has confidence to drill the three.
The Mavericks have gone 50% from the field, hitting 3 of 6 since the opening tip. Wasted no time on that one. Thompson's got his second basket of the night.
See, it's Klay's accuracy that makes him so hard to stop. He's a constant threat from range.
Thompson with the bucket.
The real come at us, and we're coming right back at you.
Yeah, I love the competitive fire right there. You drain a triple on us, and I'm coming for my revenge.
Count it.
And this right here, this is routine for Kyrie. You're going to have to make him work a little bit harder because his jumper is as consistent as it gets.
Now here's Brooks. Stolen by Washington. And now the fast break. Irving with the ball. They get it back. Out to Thompson. Lets it go with a three. Sinks the three-pointer. Thompson's got 9. And now we'll get a perspective here on how the hustle game has been going for Dallas.
From the tip, they are not making things easy on them. Lots of steals, playing disruptive basketball.
And yeah, how about this team also following up their shots? Getting those offensive boards, also a key for their success.
Now Green, after the missed three from Klay Thompson. And that one's good. Brooks.
He doesn't take a lot of time to make up his mind. Brooks always thinking ahead, and he's in position before the pass is made.
And on the way from Irving for three, trains the three-pointer. He has 5.
Excellent all-around performance so far, hence the big lead.
They got off to such a hot start, and that can keep you energized throughout the whole game.
Here's Thompson, and it's Thompson with the jam.
Tenacious on the attack. Thompson is fantastic at finding lanes to the basket.
Pass to Washington. Dallas moving it around. Davis with a screen on Van Vliet. Irving. Thompson for the triple. Unloads. 6 to shoot. Stolen by Van Vliet. And here they go. Thompson looking for an opening. No good with the triple.
That was a good possession. They got a clean look. The shot just didn't fall.
And on the way from Irving for three. Out to Thompson. Pass to Irving. Fires for three. That's in. Coming off the assist from Thompson. Irving's got his 3rd basket of the night right there.
Yeah, they've built up this lead 3 points at a time.
We'll see if they can keep this pace. Not sure they can win it by relying on just the three.
And as it goes out of bounds, Houston able to keep the ball.
It gets a finger on it, but just can't quite come up with the steal.
That's fine. You love the effort, not making things easy for the opposition on offense.
Looking at who's out there now for the Rockets. Steven Adams, he's checked in for Şengün. Jabari Smith comes in for Amen Thompson. Tari Eason's checked in for Brooks. And it's Whitmore in for Fred VanVleet. The shot's good from Christie.
Displaying intensity right off the opening tip, especially on the offensive end.
They came out swinging, really setting the tone on offense, and the opposition has not been able to respond.
And so it's the Dallas Mavericks with a 14-point lead as we bring the quarter to a close. And we'll see if they can keep up their tremendous shooting they've been dialed in so far from the field. And we've got more M2K Sports coming your way after this break. And glad to have you with us, folks. Second quarter of basketball. This game has not exactly been neck and neck, but plenty of time left in this one. And a comfortable margin for the Mavericks here, guys.
Well, one way to generate more offense, pound the offensive glass. That was the difference in the first.
They're just out hustling them on the boards, punishing them for refusing to box them out accordingly.
So with Davis sitting on the bench, here's the 5 for Jason Kidd right now. They've got Christie. Spencer Dinwiddie out there with Irving. Then it's Derek Lively, and it's Marshall in at the 4-man position.
Going right back at them, Kyrie answers with a 3 of his own.
RJ, the Rockets don't just have young talent. They have elite young talent.
Yeah, you can have all the high draft picks in the world. That doesn't mean you're going to hit on the right guys. But Houston, they certainly have.
From past the arc, Şengün with the rebound. Şengün's got rebound number 5 here tonight. Pass to Eason. Fires the 3. Good, and the assist goes to Şengün. Şengün's got 4 assists in the game. Mavericks leading by 11. Outside Irving. Latrey. That doesn't go in either for Irving. Houston's gone 2 of 3 when they've stepped beyond the arc in the second quarter. And he's good on the 3 ball.
You give a shooter of his caliber that much time to seam it up? Oh, yeah, you're done.
Lively sends a screen for Irving. Beyond the arc. They get it again. Pass to Marshall. Dinwiddie left side. Here's Christie. On the wing, Irving. Over Holiday. Another miss by Irving.
Nothing seems to be going his way this quarter.
Yeah, straight up, guys. Like, he's ice cold, like freezing. What's colder than cold? But you don't have to shoot it, my guy. It's okay to pass the ball.
Outside Holiday. And another shot. They grab their own miss. Smith the pass to Şengün. Lets the 3 fly. Nailed from 3-point land. Eason's got 6 here in this quarter.
When he gets a quality look like this at the perimeter, he can almost be automatic.
Irving from long range. Dallas no good that time either.
Credit to him for trying to get that 3 right back. Missed the shot, but that's a fighter's mentality.
And on an open look like that, he's very gifted at making the weak coverage pay.
And Alperon Şengün continues to prove himself, RJ, as one of the game's most promising big men.
A lot of it is because of his passing ability, Kevin. Shades of Nikola Jokic out there. Having a big man who can distribute like Şengün is a real luxury.
And so it's Irving. He brings it up for the Mavericks. They're led by as many as 14 points. Hands it from downtown.
What are you doing? You can't give a player like him that much space. Come on now.
Rockets trail by 8. Out to Smith. Launches a 3. It's rebounded by Dallas. And on on the way from Irving for three. Rebound by Smith.
Yeah, and that three-point shot, it really has looked awful here in the second quarter. It hasn't stopped him from attempting them, but it's time to maybe find something else to do.
And this is crucial to Whitmore's development, wanting to continue to improve as a scorer.
And Smith with the stuff.
This is the belief Smith's teammates have in him, which is why they look for him to take that shot.
Lively sends a screen for Irving. Pass to Christie. Holiday against Irving. Who's back up. Can't hit that one.
Got to find easier shots when you're already struggling. That's not going to get it.
Şengün with the ball. Three-pointer. Rebound by Marshall. Dallas leading by 3.
And no need to rush this. Let the clock run down.
Yeah, you don't have to be quick. You just have to be deliberate.
And so it's Houston with it. Now, Şengün. No scoring in this one. Smith for 3. Good, and the assist goes to Şengün. Smith's got a pair of triples in the second now for the Rockets. And a close game so far through the first 2 quarters as we reach halftime. Mavericks lead. I thank you, David. And folks, don't go away after the break. We'll see you right back here for the start of quarter number 3. We've got second half action for you, and if the next couple quarters are similar to the first, this one could go down to the last possession. Running the wings, they'll go with Green and Brooks. Thompson is out there with Halper and Şengün. And it's Van Vliet in at the point guard position. So that's who's on the floor for the Rockets. With a tie, gets it to go from beyond the arc. Van Vliet's got it all tied up now for the Rockets. Greg, we know about the Euro step, but is the decel the next move that's getting more notice?
I think it is, Kevin, and you can see players have quickly incorporated that into their arsenal. It's been fun to watch, man, and I tell you, it creates some uncomfortable situations.
Irving kicks to Thompson. Launches it from deep. Again, the miss by the Mavericks.
And that was a little bit of a range check for him.
Yeah, he might have been feeling himself a little too much on that one. He can hit it, but not consistent.
The Mavericks have gone 0-3 and are still looking for that first bucket here in the second half. He dialed that one up from long distance. Irving's got 14.
This is what makes Kyrie so difficult to contain. He can pull up anywhere at any time.
Dallas leading by 3. On the wing, Thompson. Produce screen on Green. Thompson for 3. It's rebounded by Houston. Third quarter of basketball, about a minute and a half in. Deep 2 from Brooks. And it's good off the back of the rim and in. 8 points for him.
And great find by Van Vliet. He's in control of this offense and generally makes good decisions.
Irving for 3. Drills the three-pointer. And the Mavericks lead by 4.
No, it's just ridiculous. He is just an absolute surgeon when he has the ball. This man is surgical. There is no way to slow him down when he wants to score.
Thompson from long range. For Dallas, they've gone 2 of 7 from the field in the third. That leaves room for improvements.
And every miss finds its way to his hands. Well, what an impressive performance.
You aren't exaggerating. You don't get to 20 rebounds without having a special talent for grabbing misses.
And Davis wide open. He shoots. Yes, and it's Irving picking up the assist. Irving's got 3 assists tonight. Şengün against Gafford. Back to Şengün. It's stolen by Davis. Jacks up a 3. And So the ball out of bounds. Davis touched it last. Tari Eason's checked in for the Rockets. The Mavericks also with a sub. Najee Marshall, he's checked in for Washington. And Richard, talking about Anthony Davis for a second here. When healthy, he's still one of the best players in the NBA.
Yeah, his health has always been a question mark for quite a while, Kevin. But make no mistake, when AD's good to go, he's one of the best players in the world. Something that really speaks to Kyrie's talent is his ability to impact the game the minute he steps on the floor. The game changes completely with the ball in his hands.
And he nails the third.
No surprise there. He's about as automatic as it gets from the stripe. I hope I didn't jinx him.
Thompson for the triple.
A big block from the big fella Anthony Davis, putting every inch of that wingspan to work there.
Gafford finds Irving. Shoots over Van Vliet. Out to Thompson. A 3-ball. Outside Irving. Got a piece of it. Now Şengün running the floor all by himself. Van Vliet passes to Eason. Here's Thompson, and they pick up 2. Thompson's got 7.
It helps that Thompson can score with either hand close to the bucket. Defenders can't force him to one side or the other.
Irving looking over the floor. Davis kicks to Gafford. Irving against Van Vliet. Irving, good. Rockets trail by 4. Thompson in the corner. Good, and Van Vliet gets the assist. 10 points for him.
Defensively, you have to live with Thompson making those, because if you get up too close at the arc, Ahmed will blow right by you.
Van Vliet outside. Thompson in the corner. Eason against Gafford. Shot clock at 6. Thompson passes to Eason. And that one comes up a bit short.
You can't look at the result of that shot. They'll take that whenever they get it.
Yeah, it's a great look for him. One they'll try and manufacture again. Those are the shots you want him to take.
And Thompson kicks to Irving. Outside for Davis. What a performance for Kyrie Irving. He has been the story for the Dallas Mavericks. And a chance right now to show you our State Farm assist of the game.
Yeah, an easy choice tonight. Look at the precision on this pass. Put it on a platter for him.
You've got to admire the vision just as much as the accuracy. Not many players can even spot that pass.
Well, this has been a great contest so far, and I imagine the fourth quarter could have even more action in store for us. On the court for the Mavericks, Derek Lively is out there with Edwards. That's Kyrie Irving, then it's Exum, and it's Williams at the shooting guard position. Here's Irving. Tried to bank it in, but he misses.
They came close there to tying it up.
You love the intensity out there right now. Close game. Both teams leaving it all out there.
Shepard. They get the rebound. Here's Şengün. Got it. Good job in the low post. Şengün's got the lead up to 4 now for the Rockets. Irving for 3. And the 3-ball is good. Irving's got 25 points.
A capable shooter from distance. Give Kyrie space to fire, and he does not pass it up.
Here's Şengün. And they come right back with their own 3-pointer. And the Rockets lead by 4. Irving for 3. Another miss by Irving.
Well defended that time. He's a shooter that the D has to close down on quickly when he's ready to pull the trigger.
And it's Shepard missing.
Whoops. Got caught in between moves there on his way to the rack.
Pass to Exum. Back to Irving. Over Eason. That doesn't go in either for Irving. Rockets leading by 4. Here's Whitmore. No good on the triple. And so it's Irving with it, bringing it up for the Dallas Mavericks. Exum passes to Edwards. There's the triple. Eason grabs the board. Eason's got his 4th rebound in this one. Pass to Whitmore. Knocked loose. Exum with it. Now defended by Whitmore. 3-pointer. Got it. Nice one there from Exum. Exum's got himself going with the triple, his first basket of the game. For 3. And it's Smith that time on the assist by Şengün. Smith's got the lead back up to 4 now for the Rockets. Exum kicks to Edwards. Launches it. Rockets with the rebound. Eason's got his 5th rebound right now in the game. Pass to Whitmore. And a miss there on the triple. Mavericks trail by 4. Right side, Williams. And he drops in the layup off the glass.
Yeah, such a creative playmaker. Love seeing Irving find the open teammate and make the right pass.
Here's Şengün. Here's Shepherd. Pulls up. And it's Kyrie Irving with the rebound. Mavericks have gone 3 of 8 here in the 4th quarter. Some nice passing here by Dallas. A nice shot by Exum.
He'll be asking for some lottery numbers later if he keeps knocking down shots like that.
From past the arc. The Rockets again can't hit. Dallas has gone 2 of 5 on 3-point shots since the end of the 3rd quarter. Pass to Williams. The kick out to Irving. And stolen by Eason. And the dunk by Eason.
An extremely unselfish player. Shepherd loves to get others involved and create for his teammates.
Irving for 3. The shot that time not on target.
And he didn't punish them for the weak coverage there, but they can't count on him to continue missing.
Stolen by Lively. Going inside to take the lead. And it's Irving missing.
There are nights where the shots just don't fall. Unfortunately, I know how to feel.
We saw this with Shepherd in college, right? Even as a freshman, Kentucky typically had him out on the floor to close games. No time to waste on this possession.
Clock working against them right now.
Nails the triple.
And you can't get a bigger bucket than that.
What a huge play coming through when it matters most.
And so here's Houston. The lead is 2. Pass to Whitmore. 8-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. It's money from deep.
Oh, great to see the young fella step up. Whitmore showing veteran composure out there.
It's good. And he has brought them to within 2 points.
And you got to admire Irving in these situations. Doesn't let pressure overwhelm him. In fact, he embraces it.
For the win. Oh, that shot had a chance, but no good. And so it's a near.
teams, Brent.
Do you believe, BA, that these guys are coming in and not thinking about that very same thing? These guys want to test each other tonight, and you wonder, whoever gets the best of the other guy, will that elevate the next couple weeks of play for them in terms of their confidence? So a big man battle. Let's keep a close eye on it.
So here's the Clippers starting group. Powell and Kawhi in at the forward spots. Chris Dunn is out there with James Harden. And it's Zubats in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. And so it's Harden with it. He brings it up for the Clippers. This one for three. He drops it from range.
There's so many things that make Harden a dangerous offensive player, but that three-point shot, that's tops on the list.
Thompson's shot is off. Los Angeles has gone 1 of 2 from three-point land so far. From the arc. It's hauled in by Houston. And Grant, you look at the Rockets' additions over the last year or two. There's an emphasis on toughness.
Yeah, toughness, both physical and mental. Those are the kinds of veterans they've brought in. And that extends, of course, to the coaching staff, too.
Knocks down the long J.
The instincts tonight for Harden, razor sharp. He just knows when to pop up.
That shot wide open.
These teams are finding the range, showing a lot of confidence.
It seems like they're going to find out who can make the deepest threes. Right now, it's a shootout.
The Rockets have gone 2 for 5 here in the first. Pass to Thompson. A little over a minute and a half into this first quarter. Three-pointer, Brooks. Yes, and a nice assist from Thompson.
And you got to at least honor Brooks' three-point shot if you're the defense. I mean, he is more than capable of connecting.
Three-pointer, Harden sends it home from three-point land. Harden's got his third basket on the night right there.
Defensively, you can't afford to get stuck on the pick.
That's one that the coaches will watch tomorrow with that player. You hate to see him give up in that situation.
For three. The shot won't fall. The Clippers have gone 3 of 6 from the floor. Oh, wow. Drew the contact, and that three almost went in. So he'll go to the line for 3 free throws.
Well, Harden, a true creator when he has the ball in his hands.
And what you like about James Harden, he can play with any set of teammates, Brent.
Well, we're seeing this transition, BA, right, from Harden being this elite offensive system by himself to now being a better teammate, a guy who can facilitate and set guys up to make better offensive plays. So not shouldering the entire load anymore. He's been very flexible over the past couple seasons.
And he's much more comfortable shooting off a pass. Brooks with a nice shot.
On the wing, Harden, guarded by Van Vliet. Harden misses.
Well, that's just enough defensive pressure on him to throw off that shot. I bet he gets a good look at it next time and hits it.
And here's Thompson for three. That one misses. He's 1 for 3. Los Angeles has gone 3 of 6 shooting from beyond the arc. Kept alive.
2 minutes remaining.
The Rockets trail. It's stolen by Leonard. It's Powell on the wing. Thompson with a steal.
And man, does Thompson glide down the court with ease. Outstanding at finishing in transition.
And let's send it over to Allie LaForce.
I was able to talk with Ime Udoka for a minute, who told me that one key will be holding James Harden in check. He said they don't want to let Harden get too much penetration, and when he does drive the lane, they're going to shade him left and force him into his weaker right hand. It's a strategy teams have used on Harden before, so we'll see how effective it is tonight.
Okay, thanks, Allie. There's the triple. Rebounded by Green. The Rockets have gone 5 of 12 in this first quarter. The three is up. Brooks from outside. The basket's good. Off the assist from Thompson. Brooks has got 9 points.
Already an intelligent playmaker, Thompson moves the ball well for a rookie.
Oh, got that one up quick. And boy, has this been a competitive matchup thus far.
These teams have swapped leads 7 times already. We're not even in the second half.
Pass to Şengün. Tries to spin move. Brooks left side. Şengün finds Brooks. Şengün with it. Thompson outside. 3 on the clock. Here's Brooks, and the shot clock expires. 24-second violation. And Houston will go for a different look here. Smith, he's checked in for Thompson. Eason comes in for Brooks. Whitmore's checked in for Green. And Holiday subbed in for Fred VanVleet. Simmons, no good. Houston has gone 4 of 9 from beyond the three-point line in this first quarter. For three, Smith, pure from three-point range.
Yeah, looking so comfortable out there on the perimeter. Smith has really invested in getting this shot dialed in.
Bogdanovich from long range. Rockets with a rebound. Şengün's got 4 rebounds now. Here's Whitmore outside. Oh, what an incredible end to the corner. Wow, incredible. Dylan Brooks, he's feeling it tonight and has been the driving force for Houston. He's found his range, hitting 3 triples in the quarter. Time for a quick break, then back to the action. And thanks again for tuning in. If you're just joining us, we played through 1 quarter of action so far. And a moment to check out the scoring breakdown for the Rockets.
Yeah, their early focus on outside scoring has paid off. They're finding plenty of points from three-point land.
I wonder if pace and playing fast is something that they're being encouraged to do, because right now they feel like the faster team.
So on the floor for the Clippers, it's Jones at power forward with Zubac at center. Ben Simmons is out there with Bogdan Bogdanovich. And it's Coffey in at small forward. And Los Angeles making a change here. Dunn's checked in. Holiday from long range. The rebound by Bogdanovich. And so it's Bogdanovich with it. He brings it up for the LA Clippers. And a miss there on the triple. Here's Whitmore outside. The offensive rebound. Pass to Smith. The 3 is up. It's rebounded by Zubac.
His teammates cannot be happy with him, guys. He would have been better off resetting the offense and looking for a better shot opportunity.
Bogdanovich, no good.
Well, the D really getting away with one there. No one on him. That's going to be good 9 out of 10 times.
They keep capturing the lead, then giving it back. We'll see if they can hold on to it this time.
Well, you can tell they really want to increase this lead. They can't keep letting them take it from them.
Houston in the lead. Back comes Houston in transition. And it's Whitmore missing. Jones against Holiday. Here's Coffey. And once again, off the mark by Los Angeles. On the wing, Whitmore. The 3 nails it from beyond the arc. Whitmore's got his 2nd bucket on the night.
Hey, you leave him open, he's going to make the defense pay for that level of disrespect.
Outside Bogdanovich. Down low. Zubac passes to Coffey. He shoots it. After missing his first attempt, now 1 for 2. All right, Brent, in an ideal world, if you're team building and you have the ability to build around a type of superstar, what would that look like for you?
Well, BA, the game has changed so much. We see that the most valuable players now, today, are big wings that can handle the physical rigors of both ends of the floor, playing offense and defense, can have the ball in their hands and create advantage every time they touch the ball, whether they're scoring it or making plays for their teammates. But the biggest factor is this guy has to motivate and ingratiate himself to the rest of the team. Those are true high-level championship caliber players.
Oh, that's impactful defense right there. Finding a steal and instantly turning it into offense.
And so he draws the foul, headed to the line to shoot a pair.
The effort level from Zubac is something that the coaching staff and obviously his teammates greatly appreciate. Night in and night out, he's giving you his all.
And Houston will go for a different look here. Thompson, he's checked in for Alperen Şengün. Brooks comes in for Eason. Jalen Green, he's checked in for Whitmore. And Fred VanVleet is subbed in for Holiday. Leonard's checked in for Los Angeles. Harden comes in for Bogdanovich. Clippers trail by 3. And despite his injury history, Kawhi still has the ability to take over games, Brent.
Yeah, does it feel, BA, that Kawhi sometimes is even more patient and more deliberate in the way he delivers in games? I think he's the type of talent that can slow himself and the game down at his will and still be a lockdown defender.
The Clippers have gotten over 50% of their shots to go. 5 for 9 in the second. Let's go with a three. And Los Angeles, another three.
Just incredible. I mean, he's really making it rain out there, knocking them down one after another.
Kind of like he's in his living room right now. He's found a comfort zone. Once he gets that, the defense knows they're in trouble.
Pass to Dunn. It's stolen by Green. Thompson right side. It's stolen by Leonard. Harden with it. Green picks him up. Tipped. It's stolen by Green. For three, Smith. It's rebounded by Los Angeles. Harden fires away from outside. Thompson pulls it in.
Would you say testing the limits of his range there?
Well, I thought they played smart, and then all of a sudden it was maybe a little too flashy there, and that's unfortunate.
They grab their own miss. Pass to Harden. We've got a 9-second difference between the shot clock and game clock. Jack's up at three, and the three-pointer goes. Harden's got 6 points in the quarter.
Oh, one of these monster nights from James Harden.
Here's Thompson, and there's the screen. Now here's Smith. Three-pointer, Brooks. No good. Misses at the buzzer. And so it's Los Angeles, leading by 6. Thanks, Allie. After the break, we'll see you right back here to begin quarter number 3.
Please direct your attention to center court and get ready for the fan half-court shot. Rumble. They're measuring up the shot.
And we've got second half action for you. Thus far, a pretty evenly contested game. We are seeing an outstanding game from James Harden.
Through 2 quarters of play, he's been an excellent source of points.
Yeah, he's shouldering the load right now and looking really comfortable while he's doing it.
Green is the 2 with Brooks at the 3. Thompson out there with Alperon Şengün. And it's Van Vliet in at the point guard position. So that's who's on the floor for the Rockets. Snatched up. It's good on the putback.
You know, we talk about the value of size out of the backcourt, and that sequence by Thompson is a great example.
Leonard outside, beyond the arc. Offensive rebound. Harden against Van Vliet. Clock at 6. Dunn left side. For 3. Unable to get that one. Nice D from Thompson. A little over a minute gone here in the second half. And wrestling for it there, but no one has possession. We'll have a jump ball.
Jump ball.
Powell with a steal. In transition, here come the Clippers. Harden from outside. Thompson pulls it in. Thompson's got his 4th rebound in this one. Van Vliet on the wing. Pass to Green. There's the triple. Tries again. Out to Thompson. On the take. Now here's Şengün. From downtown. Houston with another miss. Harden with it. He's got 27. 2 minutes into the second half of play now. Zubac's inside. Working on Şengün. Yes, it's good. Zubac has got 5 now.
Nice job by Zubac using his size and just making his presence felt.
It's stolen by Leonard. Deflects the pass. Brooks the pass to Thompson. Back to Brooks. There's the 3. The basket's good. Off the assist from Thompson. Thompson's got 3 assists tonight.
That's just a lapse right there. No matter what, somebody has to be there and get a hand up in the shooter's face.
Harden from outside gets the 3 ball to go. Harden's got 6 points in the quarter.
You could see that coming. Harden was going to answer back, and he did.
Van Vliet with it. Picked up by Powell. Tried to come right back with a 3 of his own, but it's no good. Los Angeles leading by 9. Leonard passes to Harden. Fires the 3. On the wing, Harden. Lets the 3 fly. It's rebounded by Şengün. Şengün's got 9 rebounds now. On the wing, Brooks. The 3 is up. It's rebounded by Los Angeles. Takes the 3. Good! Another from 3. Buries his 10th triple of the game.
Unbelievable, B.A. Unbelievable.
Van Vliet finds Thompson. Outside for Green. From outside the arc. Houston with another miss. The Clippers have gotten only 4 of 10 shots to fall so far in the third. Harden misses.
Well, even though he misses that one, the defense has got to talk about that. And that's a bad miscue. And you can't give up looks like that all game long.
Brooks outside. Launches a 3. And he scores it. Now 5 of 9 from the field.
Yeah, I know the guys love to see Brooks get in a groove like this. It gets the whole team fired up.
Zubac with a screen on Van Vliet. Offensive board. On the wing, Harden. Defended by Şengün. Harden misses. Rockets trail by 9. Pass to Green. Now Van Vliet. There's 37 seconds left in the third quarter. Screen by Leonard. Harden from outside. It's hauled in by Houston. Şengün's got the glass covered here tonight. That's 11 boards for him. Here's Van Vliet. Yep, it finally drops after rolling around the rim.
And that's just an all-around talent there. I mean, Green is dependable at finding his open teammates.
Now Harden. 33 points for him. That'll count. James Harden. He's been the guy making things happen for the Clippers. Complete domination from... And a moment now as we take a look at our State Farm assist of the game.
Yeah, just shredding the defense with that feed. Zero chance to stop that.
That's what great passing will do for you right there, dissecting the defense with that play.
Fourth quarter action is upon us. Thanks as always for joining us. And on the floor for the Clippers here in the fourth, we've got Bogdanovic, Kawhi Leonard out there with Amir Coffey. Then there's Chris Dunn, and it's Jones in at the 5. Bogdanovic passes to Jones, takes a 3. No good there. Rockets trail by 4. Right wing. Smith outside. Goes up on the wing. It's Eason with the jam.
And that really has to lift his teammates' spirits right now.
I'll tell you, Grant, these second chance buckets could be what this game comes down to.
Well, especially in a close game, every possession matters.
Pass to Leonard. Three-pointer. Look at Leonard. Dialed in from deep.
Wasting zero time. Kawhi Leonard knew what he wanted to do.
Leonard against Smith. Şengün with it. The 3 is up. The offensive rebound. It's Eason with the jam.
Great work to clear some space around the rim and set himself up for that putback.
Yes, sir. That was a huge follow. Leonard can't get it to go. The Rockets have gone 3 of 5 since this fourth quarter started. Smith right side. To tie it up. That one falls. Nice feed that time from Holiday. And that ties it up.
Oh, you talk about guys close to 7 feet. And Smith is one of the best from deep.
Back to Bogdanovic. The 3. Eason pulls it in. Eason's got 5 rebounds tonight. Pass to Şengün. Outside Eason. To take the lead. Şengün, no good. And it's Jones with the ball for the LA Clippers. And here's Bogdanovic. Nails it from 3. And the Clippers lead by 3.
When Bogdan is set in the corner, feed him. He loves those shots. Can make him in his sleep.
Here's Şengün. Outside Whitmore. 4-3. They grab their own miss. Outside Holiday. It's stolen by Dunn. On the break. Bogdanovich, that's good. All right, a look at how the hustle game has been going for the Clippers.
Yeah, they've collected an impressive number of steals so far, using fast hands to force some turnovers and then scoring on the other end.
And I feel like another part of tonight's game has been the hustle points, getting up and down, getting second chances, getting transition opportunities. They've been fantastic in that area.
And Houston will go for a different look here. Thompson, he's checked in for Smith. Brooks comes in for Eason. Green's checked in for Whitmore. And Van Vliet is subbed in for Holiday. Oh, wasted no time on that one.
And this team is counting on Brooks in big-time moments. And guess what? Dillon delivers.
Harden with it. Now Thompson defending. And it's slammed in by Zubac.
Wow. Zubac way up.
Van Vliet against Harden. Oh, stolen by Harden. Thompson with a steal. Fires from way outside. It's hauled in by the Clippers. Jones has got 4 rebounds in the game. Harden drawing the double team. Outside Jones. Left side Harden. It's tipped. Thompson pulls it in.
Well, after an impressive first half, he's just not been able to get the room or get anything going here in the second.
And that one's good. Green.
And demonstrating how fearless he is, Green welcomes the chance to take important shots.
And once again, off the mark by Los Angeles. Rockets trail by 3. Brooks outside. Fires for 3. No good there. 6 for 11 now from the floor. Los Angeles has gone 3 of 7 from the perimeter during the fourth. Leonard for 3. It's rebounded by Houston. Şengün with it. He's picked up by Zubac. And here's Van Vliet from the arc. Money. Oh, an enormous three-pointer.
Wow, that takes steady nerves right there.
Not backing down from this moment here. When the game is close, he kicks it up a notch.
Thompson, a screen on Harden. Jones against Thompson. Pass to Şengün to take the lead. Oh, gets the 3 to fall.
And they do have a foul to give if needed. And looking to even the score with a huge 3.
You could bet that's what they're looking for. This late in the game, they need that 3.
Tried to come right back at him with the 3. Not that time.
And the call will be against Fred Van Vliet. That's his first foul of the game.
I love great defense. Just quick to establish his feet, and he takes the hit.
And here's Harden to stop the run. This would tie it. Oh, and he can't make the shot to force overtime. And so the big win by Houston in a tight game. All right, Allie, good stuff.